2012. Some of you I've known for many years. One of you all of his life. Graduates, I hope that you can relax, because I won't be revealing any of your secrets that I've gained over the last 6 to 8 years, because those secrets, as I've aged, have become secrets to me. However, your parents, they have some other issues to deal with. They, of course, came here tonight as parents. They're going to go home as contemporaries. And after 17 or 18 years of child raising, they're unemployed. That's not true. Many of you have experienced the very traumatic experience of very encouraging times, and I say times seriously, of being a prisoner in my class. You've endured endurance of being called vile-wretched sinners and sinneresses. You've been even stated that you've been uninvited guests to my classroom. And I don't know how many times we talked about can versus may, or me and I. And I did ask for a couple volunteers, but I won't do it for this particular incident of a memory. Push us. So, Gordon, Tyler, you can relax a moment. However, there were many, many times where you had to, of course, in my classroom, notice the adornment of the New York Yankees. And Tyler, I'd like you to put her right now before public first. However, the main message that I've given to you many, many times, every day of class, in instruction, in prayer, and hopefully by example of living an offering. From my point of view, and that's the personal point of view, of course, you've always been ready to learn, although I do not always think you like to be taught. But life is always going to be one of lessons that are going to be taught in so many varied ways and avenues. You've reached a level of accomplishment in your education, and pretty soon diplomas will be handed out that will certify such. You may think of it as the ticket to the good life, but I want you to think of a better alternative. Think of it as your ticket to change the world. We're at commencement. 8 years ago, we were at an 8th grade promotion. Now it's high school, so what are the next few years going to hold? It's not an end, it's just a beginning. You'll miss some friends, but you're going to gain some new friends. You'll remember some teachers, and maybe you'll even gain a great appreciation for them as you learn from some new teachers. Always give thanks for the support of your parents and grandparents, because they will continue to always be a strong support for you. Always there will be the thoughts of old memories, good and not so good. But you're going to go about the process of making some new memories, good and not so good. There's a poem called Changes that states, I talked to my Lord just the other day. He told me of the changes that were coming my way. I'm giving a new direction. I'm rewriting your song. The time has come for you to pack your bags and to move along. Changes they come, changes they go. Changes they rearrange. That's how we grow. It's not that you've mishandled what you've done so far. You've been faithful. You have not misunderstood. You are coming through in the process, and you've got much more yet to do. Changes they come, changes they come, changes they rearrange. That's how we grow. My journey has been confusing to the worldly wise, and I must admit, at times it looked rather aimless to my own eyes. But looking back at it, I can see His hand in it all. He is preparing me for what I'll be at the final call. Changes they come, changes they go, changes rearrange. That's how we grow. The poem present tense, no, it's not grammar, but it gives, I think, a little bit of an additional thought into your meaning of what life has, of what I want to finish up with. It was spring, but it was summer that I wanted. The warm days, the green outdoors. It was summer, but it was fall that I wanted. The colorful leaves and the cool, dry air. It was fall, but it was winter that I wanted. The beautiful snow, the joy of the holidays. It was winter, but it was spring that I wanted. The warmth and the blossoming of nature. I was a child, but it was adulthood that I wanted. The freedom and the respect. I was 20, but it was 30 that I wanted to be seen as mature and sophisticated. I was middle-aged, but it was 20 that I wanted. The youth and the free spirit. I was retired, I'm tired. But it was middle-aged that I wanted, the presence of mind without limitations. My life was over, and I never got what I wanted. You see, that's not true. And no matter when you make your life one that is committed totally to the Lord. The future has its challenges, and we should all be concerned about the future. Because guess what? You're going to spend the rest of your life walking towards it. And in that process, you will hear from your parents, you will hear from your friends, and even, you've heard it from me time and time again. And remember, you did ask me this, okay? And when it hits you with the three things all over, what are they? Of course, work hard. Some said hard work never hurts. Not true. It takes effort. It takes a great deal of effort, especially when something else looks so much more enjoyable to be doing, and you don't want to be working. Requires a lot to accomplish a task that is put before you. Remember, the only man who got all his work done by Friday was Robinson Crusoe. So work hard. Work hard. Ecclesiastes 9:10 says, whatever your hands find to do it with all your might. And you're going to find two kinds of people in the output of work. Those who do the work and those who take the credit. Always try to be in the first group. Don't pray for an easy life. Because if you're in that first group, you'll find out that there's a lot less competition. Pray to be strong, men and women. Don't pray for the task equal to your talents and abilities. However, pray that your talents and abilities are equal to the task. You have quite a task before you. Work hard, of course, leads to the next step. Always be the best you can be. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is your best. This quality will open up many doors of opportunity for you in your future. And it is really one of the most truly admirable quality to have as one's motif for life. Always doing your best. Someone who works hard, always gives their best, will find that their future will be very bright. Paul writes in Galatians 4:18, it is good to be zealously affected, always in a good thing. Likewise, in Philippians 1:21, challenges with the thought that each of us has a calling from God for his life. And our efforts should always be to produce for Him all we have our hand. And of course, I think the best part is the third part of the formula. Take Christ with you. Not some of the time, but in everything that you do. And if you don't take Christ with you, you limit yourself to the things of this world. When Christ is with you, and Paul says all things are possible. So Tyler, come here please. It's not push-ups, honest. Hold that. Hold that. Stretch it up. Stretch it up. From the knot in Tyler's hand there and the knot in Gordon's hand is 168 inches of cordage. Each inch represents 1 hour out of the week. Now the world says, do it your way. Just do it. All of those things are thrown in there. After all, you are the master of your life. George Barna, the great statistician of the history of the Christian world and thought, says that the average, quote unquote, average Christian of America gives 2.5 hours a week to the Lord, represented by the blue. We take 2.5 inches that is given to the Lord. Now, that is not very good as far as the life is concerned and what you want to do. So guys, if we'll just let that, put it on the table there. You can come here again. This third chord is what I believe should be the challenge of every and each Christian, young and old. Am I good at it? No. But I work at it, and so should we. But we allow Christ to envelop everything that we say and that we do. Because as I look back on my life, and it's a long look back now, I wish I had done so much more of allowing God to be in control. As we had read to us earlier by Lindsay from the Old Testament prophet Micah, act justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with your Lord. Good words. You will never be ashamed of your actions in your life if you do such a man. And also, as we read in regards to what St. Paul wrote in Colossians, the New Testament prayer, he confirms that from the statement of whatever you do in word or deed, do it in the name of the Lord Jesus. And your life, I believe, will be one of accomplishment and one of joy. So watch your thoughts become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. Therefore, my thought is, for the rest of your lives, work hard, be the best you can possibly be, always abide and include Christ in all that you do. You do not need to go where the path may lead you. Go instead with Christ where there is no path and leave a trail. Thank you.